How will this affect the world? Because of the fact that we will no longer be armed as citizens of the United States of America. We have got so many enemies. Ever heard of a little situation called Red Dawn? The movie actually was based off of an actual Pentagon scenario. They literally were training to effectively defend against a Red Dawn situation during the Cold War. They also knew that if they had to fight Russia, they would most likely have to fight North Korea and China. They also knew they'd also probably have to fight Iran as well. That's why a lot of those movies incorporated the fact that they were not only fighting Russia, but they were fighting North Korea as well. Even the most recent Red Dawn movie actually talked about how we were fighting North Korea and they had Russian Spetsnaz helping them. Because we know those guys are allies. Now, how is this going to affect the world as a whole? World War III, anyone? Not only that, but let's think about other countries that we are propping up. Other countries that our military is currently helping out. We see that we're actually actively in Syria. That's right. We're also still in Afghanistan and Iraq. Special Operations is conducting operations all throughout the world in multiple countries across the globe. We all the time hear about individuals or firefights or soldiers being killed in Yemen, parts of Africa. We hear about them down in South America. But what you don't hear about them still is in other parts of the Middle East. You also don't realize, and you probably don't hear much about what's going on with Israel. Israel is in a fight of their lives right now. And guess who's propping them up? United States of America. When Israel is falling and is on the brink of total destruction and is surrounded on all three sides and is being driven into the ocean, then will Christ's foot come and split the Mount of Olives. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain to you. Iran and Hamas, the entire Muslim Brotherhood, have officially surrounded Israel on all three sides. What's holding them at bay is the fact that they're hitting them with everything they got to keep them from breaching their borders on a daily basis on the Gaza Strip. And who do you think is supplying them with their ammunition and other forms of ordnance? The United States of America. Well, if we're at war within ourselves, or especially if we're in a war with another bunch of countries that are invading us, well, who's going to be there to give them that ordnance? We can only make so much so fast. If we're using it here ourselves, who's going to be able to provide it for them? So what I'm trying to say is, if they remove, or if we allow the Second Amendment to be altered, not only are we going to have a revolution here in our own country, which will then lead to a civil war, which will be then followed by a full-scale invasion, it will also lead to the complete and utter destruction and chaos throughout the entire globe. The United States of America is God's kingdom. There is no doubt about that. It even specifically states that He was responsible for helping and create and the guidance in creating the Constitution of America. Doctrine and Covenants, section 101, verses 76 through 80. Because it is God's kingdom, and because we are a beacon of hope and a symbol of freedom, of true freedom, if we fall, where will others find hope? Where will that symbol of freedom be? Just think about it.